Hello, everybody. Police station don't turn to bank. DPO na bank manager. Soldier go, soldier come, soldier come, soldier. Police station don't turn to bank. IG na managing director. Soldier go, soldier come. Police brutality in Nigeria. EndSARS. I'm coming. See, 289. I'm shattering live records here. My records are being shattered here. Numbers are flying up. You people really hate this SARS. So. When I hate these people die, you. Okay. I want to try and say what I want to say as quickly as possible. And if I get into it and I want chipping, let me know. But just quickly, a little history on Nigerian police in general. Just a little history. Because you got to know where you're coming from to know where you're going. Okay? Right now in America, black people like you and me, they shall say police they kill them. We say na racism. Here in Nigeria, all the police oga, everybody here is black like you. Yet now you police they kill. Police never even give honorary Chinese man a slap for Lagos before. You don't understand? So what's the matter? Why? Why is it that anywhere black skin is, police must attack it? Regardless of who is controlling the police. It's like auto set. First of all, you need to understand, say, the police force of Nigeria was formed by Europeans to kill black people. I repeat, to kill black people to protect European interests. So today, those European interests might have black faces, but the interest remains the same. So anywhere you dey, just always remember that. And they tell people, say, the way to know whether your police force or military force is defensive or occupying, you understand, is to know your own personal. Don't let anybody, for this world. I'll speak pidgin throughout for this one because EndSARS is a Nigerian thing, so I'll speak pidgin. Don't let anybody diminish your own personal understanding of your existence. Your understanding of your existence is valid, and there's a reason why you fear the police and the soldier. It's not because you are a criminal or you are afraid of something. Me, God will not be criminal. It will not be mine. It will not be say I think budget. It will not be all the better with their body. Me, God will fear them. You don't understand? Anywhere black people dey for this world, we fear police, we fear soldier. There's a reason why. We are not stupid. You understand? There's what they call survival instincts. Survival instincts. You feel me? You understand me? You have to ask yourself why they say all the rich people from Nigeria, they work out with mopo. Many people for this group now are only angry because they are not rich. As soon as they get money, they go employ two mopo to follow them all around. They get bodyguard with big chest, bodyguard with big muscle, bodyguard with baton, bodyguard with taser. You know rich, they must still carry mopo. Are you that dangerous? Let's say politicians, they fear people go kill them. We agree say politicians, they fear we go kill them because they are bad people to the core. Why are we doing it too? Why young boys, whenever 30, any small bar, mopo don't dey? Abi, what did the mopo dey for? Now to fight other mopo, I mean to slap people for street because you be chairman. The problem is you don't want them to do it to you. You want money so you can. Now want leave oppression. Come on, SARS. They're never ready. Oh, they're never ready. Listen. Why is it that rich people everywhere in this country abroad use police and army to oppress black people? Why? That's the real question. All the celebrity where they make noise, everybody they shout, everybody get mopo. How many of them don't park their motor before? Say me their mopo go fight police when they see where they harass one boy. Here the mopo go even glee. So we want to send mopo to the slap ourselves, but you don't want to make SARS slap people, harass people. We're never ready. Until we are ready to remove domination and oppression from our family, from this society, they were not ready. One day, one idiot slap my wife. I mean slap the guy. He pushed my wife for bank. My wife called me, say one security guy push him. I enter my car, I drive go there. They say the person will do there be two. I check the guy slap, I won't beat him. One idiot come to me say me I dey oppress the guy. We won't beat my wife. You see their own mentality. If I want oppress him, I get money to bring police. Me as Seun Kuti, I get money to I never need to spend money. Now one call, boys go show, go for that bank. The way all these idiots they do to Nigerian people. But I go by myself to go fight them as a man. Say you touch my wife. Say your hand touch my wife. I arrive there alone. If I feel beat you, know me say I the oppression. Are you lazy? Go gym. Go learn how to fight. Go learn how to box. You understand? Now everybody waiting for here, no say police brutality day. Even if they remove SARS right now, if they end SARS right now in our society, is that the end of police slapping? Is that the end of army slapping? Is that the end of custom harassment? Is that the end of any of such things? Is that the end? 50 of us can stand when they watch 3 policemen, they brutalize our brother. Why do we accept it? Because we say, believe in all, but every day when they shout, we believe he's a criminal and he deserves it. The criminality of the black skin, now which they justify. That's why everybody waiting for this country that has a little small change don't run carry police to protect himself from black people. You know, rich, they'll still go to their church. Rich people go to their church, but they pray against poor people. Say poor people now they cause other poor people to suffer, make the bad thing what they do, no touch them. Meaning say poor Nigerians are attacking any rich person, both spiritually and physically. Poor people must be feared, as long as they are black. You are a criminal, everybody is a criminal here. Criminal everybody is everybody's slogan, which is bullshit. Let me tell you something. Europeans have never had a trust market. What is the trust market? Trust market na market where we say you go leave your things for there, nobody go watch them, and nobody go steal from there. You feel me? For Africa, now we get trust market. Where we say we go get market goods, everything. Nobody go watch the market, and nobody go there go thief. Just 70 years ago, here it was still happening. Now, fast forward, they are calling all of us criminals. Why? How we take become criminal? We will be say we know the thief for open market. Now everybody is a criminal. They don't go talk saying that because them and their supporters and their masters and their sponsors don't hold all the resources where everybody needs. They go tell me say Nigerian youth are indisciplined. See, the youth are a reflection of society. I will always say it. The youth are a reflection of society. The youth are not the solution of society. If you want to know how your society is, you look at your youths. Look at your youth. How your youth are behaving is the reflection, the truth of your society is in the behavior of your youth. You know why? Because no matter how you try to do agidi, no matter how they try to form, say they're the bad guy, they still look up to who? Elders and leaders. Even though not inside their house, the person that they look up to is still an elder and a leader. It's not their mate. And it is that behavior of that person that they are emulating. All of them care nothing about black people. Go and listen to their music. They can brag all day about wasting money for white sheets. But you can never hear them brag about how much they love to love black people. You understand? They will be telling that if you love your wife too much, you are a fool. If you love your friends too much, you are a fool. You are just not, black people, they just don't want you to love yourselves, man. Don't you understand? Because the moment you love yourself truly, you will never allow any rubbish. You will never stand in the bus stop and see only 3 policemen beating your brother or somebody of your community, and you'll be looking, filming, begging them. You can never beg your oppressor for your freedom. You have to fight him for it. My father lost a house and a mother. Do you know what I mean? Which na police, na SARS do am. She na SARS born Kalakuta. Was there SARS when Kalakuta was burned down? Let's say that today starts. Isaac Boro, if there are Niger Delta people here, they will tell you who Isaac Boro is in this country. Isaac Boro was the first man to stand up as an indigenous of Nigeria to fight imperialism directly, militarily. Isaac Boro started fighting Shell for what they were doing in Niger Delta in 1956. 1956. Do you know the people that went to fight and arrest him and kill the Niger Delta people for fighting Shell? Nigerian army. It was the Nigerian army that Shell sent with Shell gunboats to go and decimate the people of the Niger Delta fighting for their rights. Your army was sent by Shell, a foreign company. The Nigerian army and police was created to kill black people to protect Western interests. Nothing has been done to change that. The way Nigeria gun was created to exploit our labor and our resources for the interest of Europeans, and nothing has been done to change that. All our leaders want to do is collect their share out of it. That's the leadership you have. That's why you can't stop. Because they are content with their share of your oppression. That's why every generation, thousands and millions of us fall into poverty, whether you like it or not. But you people are here joking, doing bullshit, playing with your life, following anybody that just comes because you don't love yourself. They've trained you not to love yourself. So as you don't love yourself, you can never demand the best for yourself. Then when people are trying to tell you, you be getting. I told one people, when they started, they came to me and I said, SARS, is it SARS that is burning old women on the street every day because they are witches? Is it SARS that is doing that? Now let me ask you a question. If you are sleeping in your house at 2 a.m., you hear a knock on your door. I always ask this when people are telling me about police and army. You go into your house, you are sleeping 2 a.m., you hear a knock on your door. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing. Nigerian police. You hear bing, bing, bing. Nigerian army. Bing, bing, bing. Boko Haram. Bing, bing, bing. Armed robber. Will you feel any difference? Is there a difference in feeling if any of these people come to your door to knock in the middle of the night? If SARS is, do you know where there are the most guns in Nigeria? Is in our universities. In our universities is where they have the old guns in this country, in the hands of our next generation of leaders. They take them in the universities with crime. They turn them into murderous villains before they even come out into society. They put guns in their hands in the university. Have you seen SARS going to raid the university before? Because those are the sanctioned criminals. Have you seen SARS going to NURTW office to raid them, MC Oluomo and all these people harassing people all over the place? No. You can't see that. Have you seen them going into where they are sharing money in government? Because we all know that Nigeria is destroyed inside government office. If police in this country is going to do any work, they must start it inside government office. Have you seen any police go to raid politician? Have you seen any police raid any bullion van passing through? Say, where is this money going? Just to ask questions. We have to end oppression in our society. And ending oppression in your society is not a willy-nilly thing. It's things that greater men than you and I have died trying to do. So you can't come in without, you say you love, but you have no knowledge. You don't want to take your time to read books. You think it's beneath you. You think the knowledge of your ancestors actually fought for you to be here is beneath you. Everybody come to me, end SARS, end SARS. I tell them, why are you celebrities always happy about saying end SARS? Why not say end oppression? What are you afraid of? You know what? Because they all love the status quo. Yeah. Because without this system, maybe many people will not have the amount of money that they have. Maybe if Nigerians were truly enlightened, they will not support music or an art of national destruction. They will support music and art of nation building. Because I don't see people that want progress, but we continue to praise those things that spoil our society. But we want progress at the same time. You want progress at the same time, but you are doing the bullshit that is wrecking your society at the same time. Abi? Isn't that the game? Everybody wants to sit on the fence, have your hand on two sides of the pie, seeing the one that will work. You want to do that in 2020. Your fathers did it. And that's why we are here. So I'm sure you too, you want to continue it. So my own question always is this. The problem we have is that we have been taught how to relate with each other by our oppressor. The relationship we share in Africa and all over the world as black people. Now this is the important thing I want to tell you about everything I've been saying today, that I want you to take home. If you don't listen to anything I've said today, you have to take this with you. We must remove those negative things we learned about ourselves from our oppressors, from amongst ourselves. You know why? You know why? Because we are acting, we are always reenacting. All of us, now what they do with that? We they reenact, we they bring the slave and slave master relationship. You see, black people, all our leaders, who they be misleader, they not be leader. All our misleaders, who they look up to, all these influencers, who they look up to, they take their playbook from the slave master relationship. Because now the only way where they see Oyibo act towards them with that. So for them, that is the appropriate way to act to those beneath them. So you give any black man a little bit of power, as long as he still get this mindset, he wants to become a master of his people. He no one see any way to relate with you in a benevolent way, in an equal way, in a mutual way. We don't believe in that. African people now will be the true social people. We are the true socialists. When we say we gather all our strength when we are in numbers together, sharing ideas, sharing love, sharing happiness, sharing drinks, sharing food. And you understand? But they come into this space, they destroy and they corrupt them. Now anywhere where we gather as African people, we are gathering there competing. Especially in the club, everybody will stay there. We all go to club all the time. You know, as we go there to be friends. We go there to see who has more, who can oppress more, who can show more. You understand? It's the slave master relationship in every of our space. Your father and your mother treat you as their child, as a slave. If you don't do what they want, then you are doing wrong. That is slave master shit. That is not somebody treating you with love. Do you understand what I'm saying? We must end it. You make more money than your friends, you're suddenly their chairman. You're no longer their friend. It is the slave master cycle that they have forced us to swallow amongst ourselves. We must eradicate that relationship. We must eradicate it in all of its manifestation. We must end that oppression of black people in our community and in the diaspora. When we free ourselves, we have to use our strength also to free our cousins. How can you be shouting, we're in 2020, will they still Black Lives Matter for America, will they shout end SARS for Nigeria? We must remove the slave master psyche. All our politicians feel like they are our masters. That's the problem. Nobody like me because if they tell me what to do, I don't do it. So I'm not a slave. So nobody like me. Is that the reason? Is that not madness? Your lover, your wife, your husband and wife for house, slave and slave master ni. If your wife is not bowing down, doing everything you say, so far you're the one making the money, then she's a bad woman. She has no right to feel what she wants to feel or be what she wants to. I mean, we must remove it. Even in our classrooms, our teachers feel like our fucking masters, man. Even in classroom, relating with babies, little kids. You a mature man, you are relating with teenagers with cane and shouting and like a fucking plantation owner. So we come on the street, our cops too, because I don't give them uniform. They feel like they're plantation supervisors. Plantation supervisors supervising this mass of black slaves that don't hear a word. There's no fucking respect. And we continue to give them reason not to respect us. So if you not take anything out of which I don't talk today, from your life, if you want to end brutality and oppression, I am your ally. The Nigeria resistance movement is there to lift up your psyche for this. This is why I spend my time. But everybody, one person will not send anybody. Maybe say Angels Day, you just call, brothers, everybody go for. Let me even tell you something right now. Say, as we did like this now, the reason why everybody they say they care, they say one new political move won't happen. Some new, as APC come new that time, some new of them don't arrange, they galvanize. They find way to raise their emotions so they can, use it to enter power. While you are still left where you are. Because now no one participates, now no one organize. It doesn't have to be with me. Organize on your own, in your communities. Start reading, start studying the book of the words of your ancestors. They did the work, go read the books where they write. Forget they teach you for school, they don't teach you their own, Abi. You go learn your own now, we go liberate you. People will tell me every day, what book do you read? Now they tell you the latest Gucci before you know where to go buy them. Now they tell you the latest alcohol for town before you. Now they tell you the latest way they apple for. You go for YouTube all day, searching what you. If you put what is the richest man in Nigeria, you go see, because that's what people want to know. You have in your hand phones like this. This phone has all the information, at least all the unclassified information where humanity don't ever get is here in your hand. Don't ask me how you are going to know. Me go and be fella Pikino, I know you my papa. Be I telling her down. My papa tried to talk to me when he died alive. He died when I be 14. My dad was 14 when I died. When he died. I was 14, sorry, when my popsy died. 14, so I want to hear what he talk. Me, I was in the world till I was about 25. Drink champagne reach me. Ask people who know me. Live almost. Everybody Louis V scarf, not Louis V scarf. What's wrong with you? Leave. I be Mugu pass you, but I'm telling you now. So you need to remove those chains. Remove those chains, fam. We have serious issues. We must end oppression in Nigeria. Forget all this tokenism, fuel price hike, electric tariff, end SARS. No, we don't want again. We want to end oppression. We want to remove the status quo completely. Maybe you either they can't support that one. So the fight against SARS, now our fight. We are not telling the police to end SARS. We are not telling the presidency to end SARS. The people of Nigeria will end SARS. All we have to do is stop looking at them when they are oppressing us. Stop looking. Finish. You don't need to beg your oppressor for freedom. Stop looking at them. You are there. You are in your car. Park and come down when you see it. If you are in a bus, tell the bus to come down and park. Go and meet them. What did they happen? Why are they doing that? Let them arrest everybody there if they can. Because as long as you keep crying to your oppressor, as you shout saying, your oppressor behavior is like this. He go put in boot for your neck. He go put in boot for your neck like this. They squeeze your neck. They squeeze the life out of you. So when they struggle with the boot, they shout, say, my neck, oh, my neck, oh. Instead of they shout for people, say, my boot, oh, my boot, oh. Because now they happen now. Now they shout, after they shout end SARS, they say they tell you now reform. My boots. Some of you are criminal. They are killing us. Some of you don't dress well. After they are killing us, some of you don't do your hair well. Another year, as you they complain about your neck, oppressor go they talk about his boots. We Nigerian people go end SARS by ourselves. We don't need any police help. We just have to say we are ready. Finish in your community. Tell boys. The way we say for one small boy don't match you, they don't tear and slap. Use that same mind, approach them. They don't trust me. They can't do nothing, fam. And they tell you now, you won't kill 10 people at once for one area. Make Nigeria change that. Now go say another Nigeria go change. Say people won't stop them from they beating one boy, SARS open fire, kill everybody. You know, go say that day, that revolution when I'm saying I won't fire. Now go say that day, I don't start time by myself. Nobody holds your freedom. Your freedom is with you. Now you got to express some. Now they fear to express freedom. You are afraid to be free. That's all. You are afraid of it because you don't know what to do with it. It's true. You don't know what to do with it, so you're afraid of it. But the moment you study and you understand what to do with your freedom, you'll never be afraid of it again. You're afraid to be free. Yeah, you're afraid. That's why you allow the slave master relationship to continue. Because you see it everywhere. From classroom to homes, from senior brother to junior brother, senior sister to... we continue it. Because that's how Oyibo acted to us. We think that is the way to act to ourselves. That's not the way. There's another way. There's another way, fam. There's another way. Ask them, why are you going out with bodyguard? Big chest bodyguard, and still you have mopo. Waiting happen. What you want to do you? So if nobody wants to die, stop arguing with SARS. If SARS are doing their thing, just raise up your hand and then carry you go. Don't now be saying you don't want to die, but at the same time, you don't want SARS. Yeah? SARS is there to make sure you don't want to die. You know what I'm saying? When they see they fear SARS, they know, okay, you don't want to die. They have to test it. So if you know you don't want to die, you have to have SARS. Because if you don't have SARS to test it, how will we know you don't want to die? Yeah. So I know I got off AC to do this thing, so I'm done. That's what I have to say. Nigeria resistance, liberation generation, end oppression in Nigeria. Let's work on that. Let's work on our consciousness. Let's be ready. Have a good one.